Hey, what's up, Barry? This is Gabriel from the official Strictly Freestyle Fridays, and we got Frank Morales right here.
What up?
So, the purpose of this video is pretty much just to talk about, the 4-year anniversary that we got coming up Friday, February 15th with the Cover Girls and hosted by St. John from Moving 99.7. And also to talk about how freestyle started and what we've been doing and what we're looking to do for the future. So, I'll actually let Frank talk about it because he's actually one of the originators that started the real Freestyle Friday. So I'll let him.
What up, Frank Morales? We started back probably about 5 years ago. We had started actually at a club bar in downtown San Jose called Blue Monkey, and George, Albert Campoy, Richard G, Raul Montes, Rated R, and myself kind of had talked about doing like a party once a month, just bringing back the music of the classics. It was either funk, freestyle, a little bit of everything, one rock. So we had done it there, and then eventually the party had moved to Chacho's, which the original Chacho's was in downtown near the Greyhound. And we moved the party there and just started doing it once a month. And the turnout was, for being, the place was pretty small. It was actually a restaurant, but the turnout was pretty good. So people were coming up, hey, I like this idea, what you guys are doing here. You don't hear this kind of music. So we had actually that's when Gabe came up to me one time and just said, let's bring this to another level sometime. So,
yeah,
but it was
actually, it was freestyle. No, Chacho's had shut down.
Yeah,
and I think you guys were trying to move it to the Voodoo Lounge or Bamboo Lounge.
Yeah, Bamboo Lounge, but like kind of when it closed down at Chacho's, we kind of didn't know what direction we were going to go. We were going to still do it. So that's when you came in.
Yeah, and at that time I was already kind of DJing at the Bamboo Lounge. So I hit up Frank. I said, hey, you know what? I got this venue already. If you guys want to come by and we can start it up over here. We'll start up Freestyle Friday over here. And at that time we were using MySpace, right?
Yeah,
I remember I had to go to your house and we're like trying to try it at everybody.
Yeah. So we had the way we had started. It was basically Albert Campoy, Richard G. Those guys are cats that have been doing it for a long time. So I looked up to those guys when me growing up. So then my boy Valente Paz also. So like it's something that it was good because it's feel good music. It's music that makes you think about like wow I haven't done it in a while. So any like the radio station where you hear it all the time. Yeah. So when those guys started doing hey let's do that, I was like I'm game for it.
When we had that boom the first night, we were like
yes,
we had a line, right? Remember?
We had a line, I remember, and the place probably hold about 150.
About 150 with both sides.
Yeah, so and I remember
we still had a line.
Yeah, we had a line. Dude. People were trying to get in. People were coming from Sacramento, like texting, "Hey, can you get us in?" And like, we're just DJing. So like, man, it was the first night. We kind of knew like this is gonna go somewhere. Yeah. So
And at that point, I was like, what? I think we should call it the official Strictly Freestyle Fridays because I figured what, a lot of people are gonna want to start doing a Freestyle Friday event just because it was going so well. So at that time, I was introduced. Actually, we were at the Bamboo Lounge for maybe like less than a year, like maybe about 6 months.
About 6 months.
6 months, and then I was introduced to Milano, and when I walked in, I was like, wow, this place is huge. It holds about 600-700 people, and we had a stage. And
Milano's not a person; it's actually a club.
Yeah, so, Club Milano downtown San Jose. So when I walked in, I was like, whoa, man, there's this big old stage, and I was like, right there, boom, I knew it, artist. That was the first thing that came to my mind. So I hit up Frank. I said, Frank, you got to come by. You got to come check out this place. He went down. He took a look at it. And he was amazed, I mean, what did you think when you first walked in?
When you walk into that first place, it's like all you see is like the towering speakers and the lights, and you're like, man, this place is set up so the stage is elevated compared to where we were at. You're like, okay, this place has a potential. So like, we just saw open space and
the whole time we just we kept the same DJs, the real DJs, the real official DJs, which Frank Morales, Albert Campoy, Rated R. Valente Paez, I don't know who else. I think you had Richard G or somebody.
We got Richard G came in for that.
Yeah, so
we've actually had different DJs, come in and supported us and stuff. So, but actually, Richard G and Albert Campoy, Rated R, myself, and
how'd you guys come up with the third Friday? Because we're still keeping it at the third Friday of the month.
I don't know. I guess we get paid on the third Friday, so Mexicans only have money on that day. I don't know. It's just the way it just came up, and then Saturdays it's kind of hard to do, especially in downtown San Jose. Lots of clubs ain't gonna give you a busy Saturday night because Friday nights is pretty like the slowest night. So I guess probably Friday nights we just kind of stick to that. So.
Yeah.
So,
So and our first night at Milano, we had a good 400 or 500 people that night. The first night, and ever since then it was growing.
Fly, I think.
Oh, that's right, Rocky.
So we had Rocky.
The original Spanish Fly.
Spanish Fly.
Which we just had recently,
last month.
So to bring up, next event is Friday, February 15th. You'll have the Cover Girls, Angel, the original Cover Girl, hosted by St. John. And, come check out Frank Morales. All the guys are going to be there. We've been bringing a lot of artists. We had a lot of artists the last 4 years. This is our 4-year anniversary. And actually, technically, like I said, it was 5 years because like the guys that already had started it. So
I want to say lots of thanks also to lots of guys like Chuy Gomez also for pumping us up on the radio station. I know that's St. John coming in and stuff like that.
St. John.
So
yeah. I mean, a lot of people have promoted it.
Yeah, and even the people on Facebook and MySpace that were, you guys helping us out promoting you guys self. I used to see people, and I still see people on Facebook, pumping it up. So
the thing that amazes me about this event is that we get so many people from everywhere. I swear to God, we get people from Fresno, Sacramento, Tracy, even people from LA. Believe it or not, they actually come down from Vegas. Our event is really, I want to say, nationwide. And the reason why it's nationwide is because the artists that come out, like Little Susie, Noel, who else do we have?
We've had a lot. We have Judy Torres.
Yeah.
Connie,
Sarah. We had so many artists.
T,
all the legends.
Brandon. We had Brandon, Noel.
Yeah.
And so, it's thanks to all them artists. And we got lots of artists coming in too that we haven't had, coming up. So, and we're going to try to bring some of the old ones too, just people that missed out on the other shows.
George Lamont, he's one of my favorites. George Lamont and Judy Torres. We got to bring in April, Shauna, Shannon. But like I said, the reason why we're nationwide is because these artists do go back to the East Coast where they're originally from, and they tell their people because out on the East Coast they got events going on every weekend. It's like a nightclub out there, and they're doing it. They're doing their thing out there every weekend. It's live out there in the East Coast, and they do come and tell. They come and talk about San Jose.
Yeah, actually, San Jose was put in the map by Studio 47 back in the day, so it was like a big mecca of like freestyle. Also in San Francisco back at City Nights and all those. So San Jose was always known for like freestyle, especially Studio 47. I remember myself going on there as I was a young guy and listening to Richard Sanchez, Richard Torres, and all them DJs and that. So yeah, it's big movement. So we're just trying to keep it up, keep it live.
So if you haven't been out there, definitely come check us out. We got the 2 rooms going on. The main room, it's the biggest room there, full bar. We play all 80s, 90s, and the freestyle classics. And then we do have the back room where we play, a little bit of old school hip hop and everything pretty much. And then we do have an outdoor patio, so you guys can cool off. And, but it's a very nice establishment, nice venue, and it's pretty good. I think you guys have a good time. So remember, Friday, February 15th, the next one is our 4-year anniversary. Really, I want to thank Frank because they're the real, the brains of the, that started this whole thing. So I don't know.
I want to say thanks to all the DJs that have come out and spin and done their set. I mean, we got Valente Paez, DJ Obi-Wan, Devious Dave, Boy Wonder, Randy G.
Yeah, a lot of people.
So we've had lots of DJs come up. Brother Reese turned up in the back rooms with that. Yeah. And these are DJs that they've been doing this for a while, So when we get DJs, me and Gabe, we talk like, man, these guys have been doing it a while. You're not gonna listen to DJs that get their music from iTunes that it's just your cover. This is like real underground, high energy freestyle, modern rock. So when we got DJs that it's DJs that have been doing this for a while. Just looking they're rocking house parties. Back in the days. So all these DJ crews. So yeah.
Hopefully we can get out Richard G from Studio 47, right? That's kind of cool.
Richard Sanchez.
Or I'm sorry, Richard Sanchez.
Or
Richard G
Richard
too.
G too. So yeah, all these guys are, man, just put San Jose on the map. So yeah.
So once again, thank you all. All the many supporters that we've had, and come check us out. If you don't have Facebook, if you don't have Facebook or have us on Facebook, I should say, add us at facebook.com/Freestyle Fridays. And I think you have the other one. Is there a URL for that?
The official Strictly Freestyle Fridays.
So either one.
So yeah. So hit us up.
That's pretty much it. So we'll see you guys February 15th. Thanks.
Peace.